reach to work for your business. Call us to find out how we can help. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Springtime, but it is still so freaking cold. And I want to beat up the weatherman. Past April 15th, but I think I'm gonna freeze. Even Alabama feels like Michigan. It's so cold. People are complaining, so chilly and raining, and I see my own breath right in the air. The summer, it is not here yet, and man, I never will forget the way the ice just froze into my hair. And we are wet and shivering, it was supposed to be spring. Winter gloves and baseball season seem so wrong. Wish it would warm up a little, it is giving me hard nipples, cause I didn't think this winter would be so long. Where is spring because this winter feels so long.
And it's about to end. Winter is, that is.
Yep.
What time is that again? 9:46?
9:46. So we are less than 3 hours away. 3 hours, 55, 2 hours, 55 minutes away.
Let's get to the cheap and trashy at 6:51. Wow, that was quick. And there's nothing like a quickie first thing in the morning. Yeah. All right. The big story is The Bachelorette. We were talking about this a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
A tape surfaced featuring this year's Bachelorette, being very violent and domestically abusive.
And doing it in front of her 5-year-old daughter?
Monster.
You got to share that whenever I need to play it.
So ABC pulled the plug on the whole series.
Yeah.
You worked in TV, but not necessarily in a sense of like something like that. But when when was this supposed to premiere? Sunday?
Yeah, this weekend. And
how bad do you scramble when an entire season of programming that you had scheduled for months
here's the trailers
is now gone?
Here's the trailers for the show.
You got to share that, remember?
Yeah.
It's shared.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Taylor Frankie Paul.
People say I do it all for attention.
One of the most shocking stories in mom influencing the Mormon mom talk scandal.
We played with fire and we got burned.
Millions of likes, and I didn't like myself. I have trouble admitting I deserve better. When he cheated, I'm angry with myself because I knew he was lying. Am I worthy of love? Is it even possible?
I'd say after what we just heard, no. You're worthy of jail time.
Now, I don't know what you do if you're programming.
Yeah.
I would like to know how carefully they vet these people. How did this woman get to this point where they produced trailers, they scheduled the time?
It happened in 23.
And now they find out about it?
Yeah.
So ABC has had to reboot.
Now that ABC's pulled the plug on an entire season of The Bachelorette, don't miss their replacement show, Dodged a Bullet. All of the hunky bachelors who had a chance to end up with Taylor Frankie Paul sit around watching the episodes and make comments.
She's gentle and sweet. A unless you piss her off.
I'm not supposed to say anything, but I was one of the final guys. Man, glad I dodged that bullet.
Dodged a Bullet, premiering Sunday night on ABC. Then stay tuned for Disaster After the Final Rose.
Well, there's always the basketball tournament. I know you guys were into that yesterday. Any memorable moments?
The fact that North Carolina's gone.
And it happened right at the end.
Yeah.
Right at the very end.
Who was that? Was that the VSU?
VCU.
Or VCU, excuse me.
VCU. I had to look it up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Virginia Commonwealth University. Boy, if you...
I knew that off the top of my head.
If you couldn't hook up last night at VCU...
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's your formula, that when a school's celebrating a game.
Well, when an underdog like that, wins.
North Carolina, they're...
So is that in the Book of Love, that sex becomes more available because we won a game?
I'm just saying.
That's not how it worked at my school, but then again, AUM wasn't a powerhouse
Alabama plays today at 2:15. I hate having that competition this afternoon. Well, we're busy eating snacks on the radio.
Oh, it'll be on the screens here in the studio. Eddie will be watching it if he's here.
In theaters, Project Hail Mary.
I am. What am I on chapter 28? 28, 29. I have 3 chapters left to finish the book before I can go see that film.
Oh, it's a book.
It was a book in 22, I believe.
What is
Why are they sending Ryan Gosling into outer space every movie?
What is the subject matter of the movie?
Not Neil Young Neil. What's his name?
It's a science fiction film, so yeah. We'll stop there, won't we? Okay. Although, no, you're a big Star Trek guy.
Yeah.
You're a sci-fi guy.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah.
He's a middle school teacher who goes to another solar system on a desperate mission to save our planet.
It could happen.
Good job, Rich. I'm proud of you. It could happen.
By the way, we are on the video right now.
Oh, that's right.
Well, video is operating.
And upcoming weather from the Twilight Zone with Rich Thomas, only here on News Talk. All right, Ready or Not 2, here I come. I missed the first Ready or Not. I don't care. The Pout Pout Fish.
I have not heard of that at all.
Animated movie with Nick Offerman as a fish. He's certainly a very versatile actor, isn't he? Whose home is within a shipwreck, but destroyed by a hyperactive young sea dragon.
Sea dragon?
Sea dragon.
Where dragon?
Sea wolf?
Sea dragon.
Sea wolf?
Werewolf.
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 Their castle. Why are you talking that way?
While we're at it, what hump?
Yeah.
Chuck Norris had to go to the hospital yesterday.
I heard about that. Where's he, in Hawaii?
Yeah.
What's up?
The medical emergency has not been disclosed. It happened within the last 24 to 48 hours. Supposedly he's in good spirits. He's 86. I wonder if they, those spots, those infomercials you see with him all the time, like do this and I'm so young and all that. I wonder if they pull those.
That's something I really haven't seen in a long time. I guess because I've cut the cord. Infomercials. I don't see those 30-minute blocks of selling knives or whatever it is. I don't see those anymore.
I actually don't see them either.
Hey, that JFK Jr. The last one is next Thursday. Is the
one came out yesterday though, right?
Yeah, I watched it during the night.
Is it good?
Oh, the marriage is starting to be on the rocks.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I am so invested in this series, a love story, JFK Jr. and Caroline Bessette.
Yeah.
That I'm almost afraid I might get teary-eyed when the plane goes in the water.
Well,
I'm going to be very curious to see how they.
Lady Di, they see the bulletin on the TV on this one.
Yeah, I was talking about that with the movie Maven.
Uh-huh.
Because that happened just prior to them.
Right. So she said, talking about the paparazzi, they killed her.
Yes.
And then she thought,
Because that's been a big part of it.
I'm next.
Her dealing with.
She doesn't want to leave the apartment.
Yeah, she gets agoraphobic. Hey, there's a big word that addresses women.
Agoraphobic. Now available at
Walgreens.
Who cares? Justin Bieber got into a fight at Beyonce's Oscar party. You know, who cares? Kill each other. We're all waiting. Just get it over with. The complete Stranger Things series will be released in 4K Ultra HD. What the hell is that? I thought 8G was like the big deal, right?
HG?
8G. 8 kilogram. I don't know. What do you got?
Home and Garden? HD is high definition.
Oh, I know that, but what's the kind of screen you have?
You got an 8K?
That's what I'm asking.
No, I don't have 8K.
Oh, I thought you picked it. I thought you got an 8K screen, even though there's very little 8K content at the moment.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
4K. 4K right now.
4K.
8K is a thing, but the content isn't there currently.
Who's got the greatest rock band logo of all time? This could be an unincentivized caller item.
Huh.
The Stones
band logo
are listed at number 1 with the tongue. That's my impersonation of the Rolling Stones. All right, what else is on TV? If you're not into basketball, the streaming premiere of Is This Thing On? With Will Arnett as a guy who stumbles into stand-up comedy to cope with his impending divorce from Laura Dern. And it's directed by Bradley Cooper. Not that that's a ringing endorsement for anything in particular. And, Lisa Kudrow is in the 3rd season premiere of The Comeback on HBO Sunday night at 9:30 our time.
Man, what a weird show.
What's the premise of it? I've never...
It's not necessarily a weird show. It's an actress who comes in and out of, But if you look at look at season 1 and see when season 1 ended, and then see when season 2 began. There's like a 5 or 6 year gap. Then from when season 2 ends to when season 3 begins, there's like a 6-10 year gap.
And you got to remember what the hell happened,
I don't necessarily know that they end with cliffhangers, but it's just a massive gap in between seasons.
I know there's people that want to believe Kevin Spacey never did those things, but when he was banished, his stuck. I mean, you don't see him in anything.
Which is weird because he got completely exonerated.
Well,
but yesterday he settled
with
right.
3 different men who sued him for sexual assault.
Like I'm not saying he's not guilty or that he is guilty.
Just too many people came forward. Too many people came
Lots.
forward.
I know this. I would never settle with anybody if I didn't do what I was accused of doing.
Boy, that's the point.
No matter what
that looks fishy.
I'm sorry, it does. It's an admission of guilt, at least to me.
Yep.
All right. The trailer for the new Spider-Man, maybe we aren't quite as bored with remakes and reboots as we thought. 718 million people watched the trailer for that movie. That is huge.
Massive.
Kirsten Dunst, there's another one I don't understand. But she campaigned for a part in Minecraft 2, which is in Jay's wheelhouse, and she got it.
Thanks. It's not really, but okay.
Heated Rivalry features lots of gay hockey sex.
How do you...
But if you'd rather see hetero hockey sex, you should check out Prime Video's upcoming show Off Campus. Is this the new thing?
I'll tell you what,
Hockey
though,
sex?
the NHL was secretly thrilled that series.
Oh yeah, because of how well it did, and got eyes on hockey.
Yeah.
But it does make you ask what the puck is going on here. Crap jokes like that have kept me afloat for years. Anything else in the odds and ends part of the Cheap and Trashy? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood's getting its own YouTube channel. That gives us something in common with Mr. Rogers.
That's nice.
Because we have one now, too.
Wouldn't you like to be my neighbor?
LeBron James at age 41 says age is finally starting to get to him. So there you go. That's your Cheap and
At
Trashy.
41?
At 41.
All hail Jay! All hail Jay!
Thank you very much, Colt. Here to tell you about Heirloom Jewelers here in Montgomery. Troop booth. And in fact, they're open today. Well, by appointment only, of course. Today from Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, Saturday, 10 to 2. But it's by appointment only. You have to call and talk to Troop, set something up. 260-0066 is the number to get in touch with Troop Booth. If you call him, you will talk to him about, maybe you see something on their website at heirloomjewelers.com that sort of says, you know what, I'm interested in that piece, or that is the one. I need to know more about it and I need to buy it. Well, then you need to give Troop Booth a call and talk to him about it. Plus, if you do see it online, you probably want to go ahead and start that conversation just to get your name in the hat for it, because it could be gone if you wait around. Don't. You can see the ones that are already sold, and you might be thinking, I should have jumped earlier. Well, that's the case. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, Saturday, 10 to 2. It's by appointment only because Troop Booth is the only one there at the store. He is the last word, the first word. He is the owner, the operator. He is the employee of the month every month because he is the only employee there at Heirloom Jewelers. Gemological Institute of America, he has a degree from there, and he knows what he's talking about. This has been in his family. His grandparents opened the store in 1977. So, this has been something that has been in his family generation after generation. They're located at 6948 Vaughn Road. You can find them on Facebook or you can find them on Instagram. By the way, if you have jewelry that you want to sell that fits in with the heirloom and the antique and the estate jewelry type of aesthetic, then give Troop Booth a call and talk to him. 260-0066 or online at heirloomjewelers.com.
One of the things we can do now that we have YouTube here in the morning show is share a video. This is a parakeet rocking out. I'm assuming that's the bird whistling.
It is.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty impressive. See, we couldn't do that before, but now we can. I just don't know how to make the screen bigger. But we'll work on it. At 7 minutes after 7 o'clock, we've got Traffic with Skipper, followed by not headline news. And again, spring just less than, actually 2 hours and 39 shopping minutes from now. What kind of a start do we have, my friend?
Still looking good all over the area. No issues anywhere. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. The only real super slowdowns that we're seeing at the moment are at drive-thrus, folks trying to grab a biscuit. So try to be safe out there. We'll update you if any accidents happen. Looking really good all over the area. Come by Thompson Tractor in Montgomery. Check out the incredible selection of used equipment at their used equipment sales center. Close to home and a great choice for quality pre-owned machines. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
This is not headline news. 86-year-old Chuck Norris was rushed to the hospital for an undisclosed medical emergency. The ambulance broke down halfway there, but Chuck carried it the rest of the way. Mickey Rourke dyed his hair red. He looks like Ronald McDonald, if Ronald McDonald couldn't afford to eat a McDonald's. Whoopi Goldberg admitted she has casual sex. And that, my friends, is why you never watch The View during breakfast. David Spade has a new comedy called Bus Boys. So the U.S. and Israel aren't the only ones dropping bombs. And a study links exercise to happiness. But with a counterpoint, the face of every person you ever saw jogging. This is not headline news.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Capital Oyster Bar. We're located over here on the beautiful Alabama River. You know, if you had never been here, well, it's easy to get to. Jump on I-65, take the North Boulevard exit, take the first exit you come to, that's Louisville Street. Hit the bottom of the ramp, turn right, turn right, turn right again. That's 3 times to the right. Follow it down to the end of the road. You're going to pass the RV park. If you need to come down here and stay for a little while on the river, we got a spot available for you. Look over the river. We cook up fresh seafood, y'all. We got a fryer, a steamer, and a grill. We rent out pontoon boats. We got some slips available. Springs rolling in here if you got want to bring your boat down here and put it in a slip for the spring, for the summertime. Come on, let us know about it. Also, we got live entertainment. The next show is Sunday, March 29th. The Shaylin Band's back in town. Boy, what a great show. If you missed it, you're in for a real treat. She brings a great entertaining night. So don't forget, 4 o'clock showtime for Shaylin. Come down here soon. Come hungry. See you soon.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
The time is 7:11.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. A key oil refinery in Kuwait is among the latest targets of Iranian drones. The attack set the refinery on fire. The Saudis report their air defenses shot down incoming drones. President Trump says he thought the price hikes for energy would be even worse before the war began. He adds that the war will be coming to an end soon. Prices at the gas pump this morning up another 3 cents from yesterday. AAA's national average now $3.91 per gallon. Israel's prime minister says the U.S. was not involved in Israel's attack on Iran's South Pars natural gas field. President Trump has asked Israelis not to do it again. And the Pentagon is asking Congress for another $200 billion for Operation Epic Fury. On Wall Street, Dow futures are down 127 points. NASDAQ futures off 130. More details, srnnews.com.
So my friends over at Pure Talk have been sending me customer feedback from consumeraffairs.com, where thousands of people rate and review the top wireless providers. Here, for instance, is a nice note from James in Raleigh, North Carolina, who writes, quote, after hearing Mike Rowe's ad, we made the switch to Pure Talk, and we couldn't be happier. We went from spending $1,200 a year with T-Mobile to $420 with Pure Talk. Thanks, Mike. Switch today! Exclamation point. Pure Talk is saving James $820 a year. And because he literally wrote the words switch today in capital letters with an exclamation point, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this commercial to him. So folks, take it from James in Raleigh, North Carolina. Pure Talk can give you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on the same 5G service the big guys are overcharging you for. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. You'll also save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 to save an additional 50%. Thanks, James.
Finally spring. It makes the birds sing. It makes everything greener. Finally spring. Hey spring, I think I love you. Yeah, I want you more and more. Warm days and cool nights. I love you. Finally spring. Time for some planting and some spring cleaning. Groovy. Finally spring.
Speaking of planting, when is it a good time to start planting? Are we past the freeze point?
I always say the rule of thumb is April 15th. Now, people say, "Oh, you don't do it till after Easter." Well, Easter is a floating holiday. That's a ridiculous statement to make. So April 15th is what I tell people. That's when you feel definitely safe.
A social media post going viral where it claims to be the perfect March Madness bracket because the winning teams are based on who's closest to a Wendy's.
What?
It makes perfect sense.
Baconator Madness. And by the way, that's getting harder to do because they've closed about 400 locations.
Yeah, they did do that recently.
All right, it is the first day. Not quite yet, but it's coming.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Not quite as cool as it was yesterday morning. We have tacked on 5 degrees. Instead of we're at 35, we're at 40 this morning. And today's going to be a great first day of spring. It is still winter until 9:46 a.m., and that's the equinox. Sunshine, the warm-up continues today. Not anything like the warm-up in the west. Oh, my God, triple-digit heat continues. Today's high here, 78, 68 down at the beach. So the onshore flow makes it cooler at the beach. Mostly clear, not as cool tonight. Overnight low 52. Beautiful first spring weekend here tomorrow with 83 and sunshine. Upper 50s Saturday night. Mid-80s Sunday and Monday. Only low 70s down at the beach again with mainly sunshine. 80-plus all week here. And an extended series of storm-free dry days. Down at the beach, watch out for the moderate rip current risk, which continues. And again, the water temperature is at 64. Right now, this morning, we have east winds at 6 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies at the moment. Temperature is 40 at 7:16.
Feeling the pressure of high credit card rates? ASE Credit Union has you covered with a low 1.99% APR on balance transfers. Move your balances in March or April and lock in that 1.99% rate through your October statement. Visit ASE Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
And now, Dad Joke Theater.
I bet you do something interesting for work.
Yes, well, I drill holes in sheets of metal, and then I use metal pins to connect those sheets of metal.
Riveting!
Join us again for another Dad Joke Theater.
You think I'm the only one that comes up with that crap?
Quite good.
All right, it is 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. Random facts coming up. You missed this, I think, because you were busy working out the technical issues with the YouTube feed. But we had 2 guys are definitely going to be part of the trio that gets Morning Maroon nominees who were arrested for harming a woolly mammoth.
Yeah, in Missouri.
Yeah. You can get arrested for harming a dead animal, but in this case, it makes total sense. And other acts of stupidity today, also Alien Abduction Day. That's from Close Encounters.
Close Encounters of the Other Kind.
Was your bird was still chirping, I think.
Yeah, we're a multimedia sensation here. Yeah, the bird was. I've just closed the bird.
That is the word.
Close the bird. It seemed to me, I used to read, I forget what the magazine source was. Maybe it was Rolling Stone. I don't know. But I read stories about people who claimed that they were abducted by aliens. Yeah, and they all seem to happen in Alabama.
And they all seem to they lost so many minutes of time or hours of time.
I know somebody, I will not reveal their identity. I know somebody who says they were abducted by aliens and examined on a table.
Is that right? Somebody that I would know?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Somebody with a connection to the station, though it is somewhat remote. And it seems like they all tell the same story, that they are examined and maybe implanted and then sent back.
I've heard of sexual stuff, too.
I haven't heard about sexual. Tell us about this.
Well, you got to listen to George Norrie.
Stay tuned to the show and find out later if aliens have boobs. I mean, what's their thing? We all want to know. And another trend, I don't like to be awake during dental procedures.
Me neither.
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
That's right.
But now the new trend is staying awake during cosmetic surgeries.
Oh, really?
Never thought at the time, this may be a brand new lame-ass story, but I was having a insignificant cosmetic procedure done right here under the chin.
Okay.
And that was it. But you have to be out. So there's an anesthesiologist. I'm in the chair. I am wearing underwear, and they had a sheet over me.
Mm-hmm.
They put these. Are you ready? Okay. And I said, yeah, let's go. They pulled the pin or whatever it is that keeps the anesthesia from going into your veins.
Uh-huh.
As soon as they did that, I died.
What?
I kid you not. Everything shut down. I couldn't breathe. My brain was working, but I could not verbalize a call for help because once they did that, they were waiting for me to be unconscious and then come back. So they're doing this and that. And after what seemed like an eternity, I heard alarm bells because they had my vitals connected to a machine. So when my heartbeat stopped, then they flew into action.
I bet, yeah.
But I got to tell you, that was a uniquely terrifying moment. You can't.
Jesus, did your life pass me?
I didn't have that for
experience?
whatever length of time. It seemed like forever. I'm sure it was, like 5, 6, 7 seconds. I don't know. Because there certainly wasn't no brain damage from that. That you would know, right? But the brain was fully functional, and it's trying to send signals like, breathe, can't. Move your hand, make some noise. You're just laying there about as completely helpless as you could possibly ever feel. Hearing still worked, because as soon as I heard the alarm, I could sense relief.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe I wasn't going to actually die.
Right.
So I wasn't in that condition long enough to have any follow-up. Like I didn't hover over myself like people talk about.
Or your whole, everything in your life passes before you.
But one thing that people have who have claimed to have or can verify that they were clinically dead for any length of time,
Mm-hmm.
you know what the one thing they all have in common is?
What?
They don't want to come back.
Yeah.
Once they've experienced the transition,
I remember you mentioning this.
they don't want to come back. I had a great mentor in South Florida, a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist who interviewed 50 NDEs.
What is NDE?
Near-death experience.
Yeah. And what blew him away was the consistency in their stories because he interviewed them separately.
Mm-hmm.
It took him almost 2 years to produce this piece. But the common denominators, one, at the moment they passed, they felt a wisdom that made sense out of life. All the things they didn't understand here were gifted to them at death. And two, nobody wanted to come back. They were enjoying the experience. And three, once they were back, none of them feared death because they've been there.
Huh. Interesting.
There's something for you to think about. Sometimes there's, I like to get into a topic once in a while where people think.
Sometimes I think you're not as dumb as I think you are.
And I just gave you a handful of that.
Here on WNDE.
I bet there is a WNDE somewhere. Shall we ask? Where can we find radio station WNDE? Hey, stupid. Where can I find WNDE?
Did you respond to that?
Well, the thing is spinning, but I'm getting no...
I think Siri just had an NDE.
Where can I find radio station WNDE?
Here's what I found.
Okay. WNDE is out of, it's Fox Sports 1260, Indiana's sports station.
I knew there was one somewhere. Maybe they'll go to religious programming or something someday.
So there you go. WNDE 1260 AM commercial station in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Now you can watch me do the convoluted intros. Those are coming up. They both are dubious, but I'm going to do them anyway. We got Blue Water News with Sky Mosley first. At the end of Random Facts, you'll have a chance to win a $20 Food Outlet gift certificate with our pop quiz question.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. The jury has reached a verdict in the trial of the man accused of kidnapping and killing 19-year-old Anaya Blanchard. Ibrahim Yazid was found guilty of murder and felony murder Thursday afternoon. Since he was not found guilty of capital murder, Yazid is no longer facing the death penalty. Sentencing is set for May 7th. Yazid's attorneys have 42 days to file an appeal. A Montgomery father and son are among 5 defendants sentenced Thursday for participation in a violent sex trafficking ring. 32-year-old Kamani Jones was sentenced to 54 years in prison. His father, 50-year-old Tremaine Lambert, was sentenced to 30 years. Jones and Lambert were convicted of multiple sex trafficking charges in October of last year. The Equal Justice Initiative has opened Montgomery Square, its latest legacy site downtown. Montgomery Square is dedicated to the Montgomery decade that changed the world from 1955 to 1965. The square includes art, sculpture, photography, and new research about Montgomery's role in changing America. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
Before you commit to that plumbing repair or upgrade, get a second opinion from Headley Plumbing. Our estimate could save you thousands. We do it all: residential, commercial, and septic tank service, serving the entire river region. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the river region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Random facts in a moment. It is 7:27 on News Talk 93.1 FM. 3 men and a dog. You can find us on YouTube now. And Movie Jeff is on the phone.
Good morning.
Hey.
Morning.
Hey, I recently, 2 years ago, had brain surgery, and I was totally awake.
Oh, did you have an NDE?
I have Parkinson's disease, and I had DBS surgery, which is deep brain stimulation.
And they do that while you're awake. I've heard of this.
Yeah, well, I had to do some things. I was totally off my medication, and the doctor asked me, in almost to the end of the procedure, he said, "Maybe Jeff, I need you to lift your left arm," and that's where I had terrible tremors. And when he supplied the current to the device on my brain, it stopped immediately.
Wow.
And then they gave me a sedative, put me to sleep, and they closed up and everything.
Has this helped your condition at all? We hope.
Oh yes, 100% better.
Oh my God,
That's
great news.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That's the most important part of it. But yeah, that's rather amazing to know that they are in your head and you're awake to experience it. Great story. Thanks for sharing that with us.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
All right, it's time for our lawyers. random
The
facts.
views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
That is the single dumbest story I've ever heard.
Oh my God. All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now, Morgan Freeman's Springtime Memories.
March 24th, 1976. I was fishing in a lake when my reel started spinning wildly. After a few minutes, I finally snapped my line back, and a giant rainbow catfish with neon eyes and laser whiskers landed on my boat with a thud. He looked at me and said, "Mr. Freeman, I'll give you $1 million if you return me to the lake." But I didn't. Instead, I mounted him on my wall. And to this day, he serves as a reminder to never go fishing after I drop acid.
That was another of Morgan Freeman's Springtime Memories. And now,
just for the halibut, get off your perch and win with it.
Random facts.
Halibut and perch.
Yep.
Perch was the easiest fish of all to catch. If you went at the right time, like an hour before sunset, man, you could pull them out of the water one after the other.
Lake Erie, buddy.
Lake Michigan, my friend.
Did you know this is the first band to receive a platinum certification from the RIAA, the Recording Industry Association of America? First band to receive a platinum certification. Which band do you think it is?
Beatles.
The Beatles. What do you think, Rich? Beatles is a really good answer.
Okay, so
could be the one.
I'm gonna say the Rolling Stones.
Both of you are wrong.
Yeah.
I know. Happened in 1976.
Elton John.
Nope. Oddly enough,
Eagles?
The Eagles for their greatest hits album.
Oh.
A greatest hits album got the platinum certification, the first one to do it. Did you know Archie is the record-holding champion of the World Snail Racing Championship?
I thought you were going to talk about the comic book.
Nah, it's just a snail named Archie.
Oh, okay.
Set a blistering time of 2 minutes for a 13-inch course. This happened back in 1995.
You know, he won some money doing that and bought himself a Datsun 280S. And people say, wow, look at that escargot.
Oh!
I'm very sorry. That's a whole joke. But I couldn't help myself.
Archie is recognized in the Guinness World Records as the fastest snail in the world.
Archie is the fastest snail
in the world.
That would be on Wide World of Sports. If
it would be, as of 1995 anyway, yeah.
Note takers, Archie is the name of that.
That can't be a follow-up question. It's too early in the random facts.
No, I'm just saying.
Did you know Giovanni Paolo Lascaris? I don't know. He lives in Malta. He holds the record as the oldest fully verified head of state to die in office.
How old was Giovanni when he croaked?
He died in 1657, and the record has remained unbroken for about 368 years. You know who's second?
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth is second.
Hey, I got one right.
How old did he live to?
97.
Well, back then, the life expectancy was about 30. So that's
yeah.
much
This
more
is
impressive.
1657 that the man lived until 97 years old. That's insane. Queen Elizabeth made it to 96.
And they had antibiotics and all the things that Giovanni did not have access
Right.
to.
So who knows? But I bet he still probably, had a glass of wine and smoked whatever they smoked every single day of his life, and still made it to 97. Anyway, did you know that we are not born with the bacteria that causes cavities?
How do we?
It is transmitted by saliva.
You mean like French kissing?
It's transmitted by saliva. It doesn't necessarily have to be kissing. You could be drinking after somebody or eating after someone, or somebody could eat into something and then you eat out of the same thing. It's transmitted by saliva. Kissing, obviously, is something that would also do that as well.
Hey, bring on the dentist. It's worth it.
But, I mean, think about it, though. If you were somehow able to never eat or drink after anyone, kiss anyone, have saliva transmitted of any sort of way, you might grow up to have absolutely no cavities. I mean, how long are you going to...
Back then, we shared garden hoses and...
Right.
I know.
We didn't care.
Exactly.
We didn't know about the saliva issue.
Any of you have a memory foam mattress?
I do not.
I do not. No.
I don't either. Memory foam, by the way, was invented by NASA.
Another byproduct of the space program that benefits you.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did. That's NASA's biggest failure, or we would have continued to the moon and beyond, because the space program benefited people from medicine to mattresses and so many other ways, even Velcro.
Mm-hmm. And Tang.
Oh, well, that was the best of all, right?
Good old jar of Tang.
Ugh. But we drank it because we wanted to be like the astronauts. Well, if it's good enough for John Glenn, let me guzzle this.
I know I've asked this question.
Wretched tasting.
I know I've asked this question before. Have any of you ever had that freeze-dried ice cream?
Yes.
Yes.
That the astronauts would eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that at the Space Museum, Air and Space Museum at the Smithsonian in Washington.
Smithsonian.
Not very impressive.
Mm. Staying with NASA, their Jet Propulsion Laboratory unofficially named a small rock on Mars Stones Rock. They named it after the band. Basically, this is the reason. The lander, the Mars rover lander thing, when it was touching down, the thrusters accidentally made a rock roll about 3 feet during the landing.
Oh.
And so they named it Rolling Stones Rock. You know, simple. Makes sense. Coming up on Random Facts, we will talk about Michael Jordan and something that happened back in 1991. We will talk about the Around the World in 80 Days, that publication. We also have a random fact about a guy named Ivan Browning from 1990. Tell you what he did. And what else do we have? Your eyebrows. I'll give you a random fact about your eyebrows.
My eyebrows are everybody's eyebrows.
Everybody's eyebrows.
That's going to raise some eyebrows.
It will. And we have a statistic about motor vehicles coming up. All of that on Random Facts. I know.
I just had a weird thought. Maybe we'll send a rover to a planet that has wood on it, and as it's landing, it'll blow some pieces of wood around. And they can call that the Rolling Sticks. Sticks! But let's see if we can get him into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We have 2 hours and 21 minutes left. Stay with us.
1 hour and 20.
Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook reporting light to moderate traffic right now, and around Montgomery, looking pretty good. Interstates, boulevards are getting very busy now. A lot of cars streaming into Montgomery for the workday, but we are not seeing any issues. Been a quiet morning all over the area. Please stay safe out there, and we will keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, you can drive a brand new Nissan with your good credit and no money down. Talk to David and get all the details. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99. And that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffer with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I've been through surgeries, foot injections. I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
I'm so glad I met Good Feet. It changed my life.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Attention Montgomery business owners. Want more customers without guessing how to reach them? Blue Water Broadcasting isn't just radio. We're your full-service digital marketing partner. From smart social media campaigns to targeted display ads to SEO that actually works. We help your business get seen by the right people at the right time. Whether you're a local shop, a growing brand, or an established company, our team can build a custom strategy that drives real results on air and online. Ready to grow? Call Blue Water Broadcasting today or visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com. Blue Water Broadcasting, your audience is waiting.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now, Jay Scott, bless his heart, is back with part 2 of Random Facts. That was our governor bringing you back.
Bless your heart, man.
Bless my heart. Did you know in 1991... You probably where were you on the air at that time? 91, where would you have been?
I was still in Miami on Waxy 106.
All right, you guys probably talked about this then. There was a woman that Michael Jordan had an ongoing affair with, told him that she was pregnant with his child. Multiple paternity tests proved that this was false. However, he paid her $250,000 to keep their relationship private.
Isn't that interesting that we were just talking about paying off somebody and an admission of guilt? Wasn't Michael Jordan in the news on the morning of 9/11?
That's correct. He was going to unretire. The irony of that day, 9/11, was that the news was maybe the lamest of the whole year.
Right.
That the top story. And this is what they're doing on all the network morning shows. Michael Jordan might unretire to play for the Washington, whatever they are.
When did he go? When did he quit basketball? Back it up. When did he quit basketball to play baseball?
That would have been in the mid-'90s, right?
Yeah, was it because of this?
We did it on the timeline yesterday.
No, it was because he was gambling.
Yeah.
Gambling, okay.
They haven't said that, but that's what probably was.
He's a degenerate, addicted gambler. And that's a sickness, okay? So I'm not condemning the man, but I'm sure it got carried away. I'm Michael Jordan, who's going to find out. And he was betting on games in the NBA, so they had to do something. So rather than ban him for life, which was what they might have done with Joe Schmo or Bill Schmendrick,
right?
If they've been caught, they just sent him away into exile for a while.
That's right.
Yeah.
And played for Birmingham.
Yeah. So he paid her $250,000 to keep their relationship private. In 2003, her lawsuit against him that claimed that he had originally agreed to pay her $5 million was dismissed. Did you know, while Around the World in 80 Days was being released as a serial, in other words, periodically every month, every week, whatever it is.
Was that a cereal that came with a prize in the box? Because I didn't get that.
Yeah, little mushroom balloons were in the. But various railway and ship liner companies offered money to Jules Verne if he would mention them in his stories.
Is that right?
This is one of the earliest known attempts of product placement in media.
Interesting. Can you think of any examples of what Jules Verne got paid for to place?
Well, when that balloon went over the McDonald's in Bulgaria, that had to be.
I don't know. I don't know if he even did it.
Right, okay.
I'm not even sure if he did it.
But they offered him.
It was so that they could, mention our train line or our steamships, our train line, whatever it was back then. Because I don't have a year on that, but it's a long time ago. Did you know in 1990 there was a man by the name of Iben Browning? He predicted a massive earthquake would hit New Madrid, Missouri.
New Madrid.
On December 3rd. The prediction sparked a panic. Schools in 5 states closed, and over 200 media outlets sent reporters to the area.
What year?
In 1990.
How about that?
I don't remember that, but that's obviously on the list of great. I mean, they just reinforced all the bridges over the Mississippi River in that area.
It's due to happen soon.
Browning had no seismology expertise, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
How's his life as a psychic doing these days? How's business?
People who live in that general part of the country have to have earthquake insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been through an earthquake.
Neither have I. I've been to California a lot, but I never was there when the ground shook even the slightest.
Although I know that we do have a fault.
We do, right
that
here.
runs through the state.
And
at times people have reported that they have felt it, but I've never felt.
Charleston had a good-sized one the other day, and Charleston is a hotbed for
But every they had which is that the one that rang the church bells in Boston back in the 1700s?
Could have been, but Charleston has been hit before. Yeah, definitely.
Believe it or not, Chicago gets 2-point, 3-point tremors from time to time, about every 15 or 20 years. And I went through one of those, but nobody had any idea it was an earthquake till after we were done. You know why? On account, you want to know why?
Why?
We were bowling, and all of a sudden, every pin in the house fell on every alley, but nobody felt anything. In part because bowling alleys are built on suspended flooring.
New York City's on a fault. In fact, there was a earthquake within the last couple of years.
Hey, that bowling thing is on HBO, by the way.
Oh, I did see.
You probably saw something about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's now on HBO. Did you know? Told you we were going to talk about your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Removing eyebrows from photos reduces face recognition more than removing the eyes themselves.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
But your eyebrows change shape as you age.
Do they?
I think they do.
They may. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do, and I'm just basing that on my gracefully aging eyebrows.
I've never really paid attention to them. Mine or other people's eyebrows, really.
I tried Botox the first time many years ago for free. It was part of a radio deal.
Yeah.
And the guy did it in my right eyebrow, and whatever he poked with the needle made it arch up. So I had a Belushi eyebrow.
Could you feel it? Could you feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And you couldn't do anything about it. Your brain sending commands, calm down. Settle down. No. So for at least 2 or 3 days, I always looked like I was crazy or startled by something. It was weird.
And finally, it's a motor vehicle statistic on this one. Roughly 10% of all motor vehicle accidents are lane change accidents, leading to 60,000 injuries per year just from changing lanes. I imagine that also includes merging, because that is a lane change sort of thing.
Sure. And the greatest feature I ever got in my car was the blind spot alert.
The detector on your
I just love that because I'm constantly. I was paranoid before about the blind spot.
We have that Sprinter van that we have that I drive from time to time.
Yeah, that has bad visibility, doesn't it?
Well, it has blind spot detection.
Okay.
So you have a little signal on your
your
mirror that'll light up. You have a noise that'll light up, but it doesn't. It's not only that it has blind spot, but it also has. If you drift outside of the lane, it'll light up and start sending a noise.
Yeah, I don't have that, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah. So, anyway, those are all of your random facts.
Hey, we get more popular every morning on the used tubes.
Oh, we do's?
And we love it when people put things in the comments. So, when do we start the tip jar? I got a tip for you here. Food Outlet. Yeah, if you want to save money and enjoy great customer service and embrace a locally owned grocery store, Food Outlet is the place for you. I have been a shopper now, finishing 14 years in June. I'll never forget the first time I went there. I went there with Larry Stevens. He wanted me to try it. And it was unique because it reminded me of grocery stores when I was a kid where it was really all about the food and the aisles, the customer service. It was friendly and welcoming. Liked all of that, but I loved saving money. And each year I estimate, based on the reconnaissance shopping I did. In fact, I bumped into somebody yesterday in another store. Said, "Are you doing that thing?"
You were in another store?
Well, yeah, I mentioned that. Are you doing that thing that you do for Food Outlet where you
reconnaissance?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had two items in specific that I was double checking. One, I can tell you right now, at Food Outlet, they've got Bluebell ice cream by the half gallon for $5.82. It was $11.99 at the store that I was seeing it.
I had somebody in a big box store say to me, "I'm telling Greg that I saw you in this store."
Well,
you cheating hussy.
We take our allegiances very seriously here. These are people that, you're locally owned, and they've been a big part of what we do here for over a decade, almost a decade and a half. In the meat department, you'll love the prices on everything. It's cost plus 10% too. Country style pork ribs right now, specially marked at $1.98 a pound. Boston butts at $1.67 a pound. And Jimmy Dean bacon is $4.28 for the 12-ounce package. And if you like sausage patties for breakfast, Rudy's Farm. That's a 3-pound box. A lot of breakfast in that box. $9.97 for those.
Hey, look at YouTube, folks. You'll be able to, we're sharing this with you now.
Yes.
You can see it.
Red Baron pizzas, 2 for $8. And I will once again stock up on Sprite Zero, Diet Coke, because all Coke products are just $3.59 for the 6-pack of half-liter bottles. You find Food Outlet on Highway 14 in Millbrook, Main Street in Prattville, just west of Highway 31, and I'll see you Sunday morning, Coliseum Boulevard next to Eastbrook Flea Market in Antioch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for that $20 Food Outlet Pop Quiz question. Here's Quizmaster Jay.
Earlier in Random Facts, we mentioned that, memory foam. That neither of us have a bed that has memory foam, but
we work in radio.
Yeah, exactly. Who invented memory foam?
Okay.
Good one. 272-9228, 334-272-9228 is the number to call. First, eligible person with the correct answer wins a $20 head start on their next trip to Food Outlet. We do backups because later this morning we will give away a $180 Clark's Club membership. 272-9228, all in the 334 area code.
Yay, fun!
Here's Traffic Flood. Here's Skipper, back with the contest in a moment.
Well, our latest accident this morning is in Prattville, Highway 31 at Green Springs Drive. Please watch out for emergency vehicles on the scene there. Everywhere else, light to moderate early morning traffic. We're busy. Interstates, boulevards, all around Montgomery. Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. We will keep you updated. Come by Thompson Tractor in Montgomery and check out their incredible selection of used equipment at their used equipment sales center. Close to home and a great choice for quality pre-owned machines. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
All right, who's up first?
Line one.
Okay. Darren, good morning.
What?
Darren, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you have the answer to the pop quiz question?
Yes, sir.
And it is?
All right.
It is NASA.
NASA is correct.
How easy was that? One word, and you get a $20 head start on your next trip to Food
I'm
Outlet.
sorry?
Please
Okay.
hold. Someone will be with you in a moment.
Hey, man. Hang on.
Wow, we have a very impatient crowd today.
Yeah, I cut off. All I heard was the Anki.
Anki.
Oh, I guess.
Anki breaky. Huh?
Well, let's talk to Troy. Okay. You know how to spell Troy? T.
Roy! Hey, Troy. Hi. Greg was on the air on 9/11, and before the attack, there was no news that day. The biggest story was what? Involved who? Do you remember?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's
We would have accepted Michael Jackson. We know what time it is. It's 7:55, and he was a big newsmaker. Let's face it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Just saw a thing. He died June 25th,
What's your date of birth?
2009. Because I remember that day
Darren, what's your
very,
date of birth?
very specifically, and that's hard to believe that's.
And
18
then
years
who
ago.
else died that day? Was
Oh yeah,
famous
yeah,
actress.
an actress.
Oh gosh! Almost crashed the internet.
Yeah,
But I was on the air.
that's a good pop quiz question.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's on the air with us? It's
Hey,
Cranky.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hi.
Okay.
Question.
Okay.
Well, you were talking about your eyebrows shape changes as you age.
Yeah.
Well, you know, shapes change and sizes change too, and there's some of the things on that size change downward that just really hurt my feelings. We won't go there, but anyhow, wanted to tell you, because this is almost an emergency bulletin here.
Okay.
For those of you who have Paramount Plus,
Yeah.
April 1st, they will start streaming Airplane.
Oh,
That's a big deal.
serious. You're not kidding me about this, are you?
I am serious. No,
And don't call me Shirley.
That's right. That's right. But anyhow, I signed up for Paramount Plus yesterday. I was pleasantly surprised about all the things they had on there. But Landman, and they also have The Bold and the Beautiful. Yes, I watched that. And sometimes I can't be there when it's on live, so I've got that as a backup. But anyhow, I just was looking at it earlier this morning, and it says, streaming April 1st, and that's not an April Fool's joke, that they will start running Airplanes. So that's a big deal. All of the Naked Gun movies are on there. Last night, I dozed off to sleep watching the first Naked Gun movie. I mean, that's just, it's still, it never, ever gets old. It was so good.
No, that it stands up very well.
But anyhow, I just wanted to pass that along. And, on a final note, Jay's a good guy and all that, but some of those questions he asked, like, what's my date of birth and all that, I just, just for the record, Mongo straight. So.
I don't catch the reference.
Mongo from Blazing Saddles.
Oh, well, there's that. Yeah.
Blazing Saddles, when Gene Wilder says, I think Mongo's kind of sweet on you. No, Mongo's great.
Granky, thanks for the heads up on all that content, buddy. Appreciate it.
Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks.
Takes care.
We will do our best.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
Have a happy new year with Rich Thomas Weather.
That gets funnier every time you do it. Have a happy new year.
Yes.
Okay.
It'd be great on, July 27th when it's still doing it.
So our forecast for today is a warmer forecast. Spring is about to begin here in less than 2 hours at 9:46 a.m. Sunshine, the warm-up continues today. Nothing like the warm-up out west where they've had triple-digit heat for several days now, including yesterday, the hottest temperature ever recorded in the United States this early, 110. at this little city in Arizona and 108 at Thermo, California. And LA's been 90 or above for 4 days, and today will be the 5th day, and that's never happened in history before. So for us, sunshine. The warm-up continues on this first day of spring, high 78. Mostly clear, not as cool tonight, overnight low 52. Beautiful first weekend of spring coming up with sunshine, 83 tomorrow, upper 50s Saturday night, and then mid-80s Sunday and Monday. If you're going to the beach, subtract 10 degrees. They will be 10 degrees colder because of the onshore wind off the 64-degree water. But mainly sunshine all week with 80+, so several days of storm-free dry weather. Our forecast this morning, right now, let's get a current temperature. Since it is the top of the hour at 8 o'clock, we can do that. We are at 46 now here at 8:01.
All right, it is officially 8 o'clock, and Jeff is waiting to talk to us. Jeff, good morning.
Hey, there were two actors died in April of 2009. Greta Garbo and Marilyn Chambers.
Yeah, but somebody else.
But not on the same day as Michael Jackson.
Yeah, no, the day Michael Jackson died, somebody else really famous. Oh
Farrah
God.
Fawcett Major.
Okay, sure.
I got to look it up.
Farrah Fawcett Major.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that's right.
That is right. It was Farrah Fawcett. You're right.
I remember that one because there was a thing in the USA Today. They had both of their biography type things in there.
Right. Yeah. It almost crashed the internet. There was so much
I
traffic.
hated that because I was in love with that woman when I was a kid.
Oh, you know.
Well, many of us love the poster.
I think every kid in the nation
had a pin up on.
had the
Yeah.
pin up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? You look back at that, it's not
And I
that,
still got it.
it's not that great.
Yeah.
Still got the original poster.
That was a big news day. I was working at Channel 12 that day when and TMZ broke the story on Michael Jackson too. So anyway,
Thanks for the call. Yeah,
appreciate it. Thanks.
I used to pay attention to Drudge Report before they got to him, and he used to refresh the page through your computer every 90 seconds.
Uh-huh.
So whatever the headline was is there, and then it changes, and it says Michael Jackson dies.
Yeah.
And I waited to confirm it with another source just in case somebody had hacked Drudge.
Yeah.
Putting a false story out there. Is this
Sure.
backup Steve?
Yes, my phone blew up on me while I was out walking the dogs. I had absolutely no phone service whatsoever. But I tell you what, nothing fishy about your convoluted intro whatsoever. And Jay has no idea. I mean, this is probably the last time that Governor Meemaw will ever be included in a convoluted intro. Your quip of the, Greg, your quip of the morning, your fast quip of the morning, the escargot. That was brilliant.
I stole that joke. I got a lot of them, too.
Oldest head of state ever. I don't need to know his name. I just need to know how old the oldest head of state ever was.
I think that was the person that was above Queen Elizabeth at 97, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, and she was number 2 at 96. You got it. Yeah.
Good work, Steve. Have a great weekend, buddy. Thank you for the good words. And J. Tom.
What's up?
Good morning.
Hi.
Hey, I got 3 words for Rich.
What?
Fat man's barbecue. Go pig out.
Oh,
Oh, brother.
Can't do that for another.
Oh, yeah, no, he can't. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, when I did the video at GNS this morning, I told Karen.
I heard you, yeah.
I said, Rich.
And so I have a new appreciation of pork and how much I miss it, and a new appreciation of how long Lent is.
Yeah, it's. I think when you have you have April till April 5th.
April 5th, yeah.
And that is, as of today, that is 11. That's 16 days,
Yeah,
Rich.
right.
Just 16 more of the 40 left. No bacon.
And today, no meat.
No Oh.
So, but me and some friends are going to Bonefish.
I'd love to join you for a fish wish, but no thanks. All right, it's 8:03. I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
We have the Wall Street Business Report. We'll look at the roads. And then the exciting 8 o'clock hour, which is already 4 minutes old.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. The national average for a regular gallon of gasoline was $3.88 on Thursday, up nearly $1 compared to a month ago. As of Thursday, the average in 8 states has surpassed $4 a gallon, according to AAA. President Donald Trump said he thought the war he launched against Iran would have been much worse for the domestic economy. Economists from the Stanford Institute for Economic Policy Research report that the average U.S. household will spend an additional $740 on gas this year because of the jump in global oil prices following the attack on Iran. If that holds true, it would gobble up nearly all of the additional money people are slated to collect in tax refunds this year, according to that research. The Bank of England held its main interest rate at 3.75% on Thursday as the sharp oil and gas price hikes following the start of the Iran war have stoked renewed concerns about inflation. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Today is March 20th, Extraterrestrial Abductions Day. If you claim to have been abducted by aliens, beamed aboard a spaceship, and returned to Earth, I would like to ask you some probing questions. Enjoy Extraterrestrial Abductions Day.
Well, I tell you, we are looking pretty good all over the area this morning. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka, but it has been busy. A lot of cars on the road on this first day of spring. Please be safe out there. Right now, we're not aware of any accidents anywhere. We will keep you updated. McKinnon Toyota has all the specials from Toyota, plus small town service, and they're family owned. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Bowen Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
For more than 50 years, the Tears family's been keeping the river region flowing with Roto-Rooter. From drain cleaning to septic repair and installation, no job's too big or too messy with a local team you can trust. So when water won't go where it's supposed to, call the hometown experts who've been serving Montgomery for over half a century. That's 272-7130 or visit rotorooteralabama.com. And remember,
call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
The employees of Adams Drugs would like to thank you for trusting us with your health care in 2025. We look forward to serving you and your family in 2026. You will continue to enjoy the same services such as immunizations, compounding, medication therapy management, delivery service, and wellness clinics, to name a few. Looking for that perfect gift for a loved one? Visit our Emily B. gift shop and find everything from Tyler candles to scout bags. Gift wrapping is available. If you have not visited Adams Drugs and experienced the award-winning customer service, we ask you to consider us for your prescription care in 2026. We have 12 convenient locations to serve you in the River region. 8 in Montgomery, 1 in Wetumpka, Prattville, Millbrook, and Pine Level, Marbury. Please find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
And now, Morgan Freeman's Springtime Memories.
April 11th, 1999. I was on an egg hunt with my grandson when he said, "If Santa lives in the North Pole, where does the Easter Bunny live?" Instead of admitting that I had no freaking clue, I looked him in the eye and said, "Dubuque, Iowa." He smiled and said, "Thanks, Pawpaw." That day, I learned something I will never forget. Kids are stupid.
That was another of Morgan Freeman's Springtime Memories.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
It's 8:10.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington.
Iran continues attacking its Gulf Arab neighbors, targeting energy infrastructure in countries including Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. The war is producing some more pain at the gas pump. AAA's national average for a gallon of regular is $3.91 this morning, and that is 3 cents higher than yesterday.
Boy!
There will be no American boots on the ground, according to President Trump. He also says the administration will be asking for additional funding for Operation Epic Fury, which Mr. Trump says will be over soon. The president also says that he had expected an even bigger impact on energy prices than what we have already seen. Shortly after declaring that Iran is still building missiles, an Israeli missile strike killed a spokesman for Iran's Revolutionary Guard. Dow futures down 133 points. More details, srnnews.com.
So my friends over at Pure Talk have been sending me customer feedback from consumeraffairs.com, where thousands of people rate and review the top wireless providers. Here, for instance, is a nice note from James in Raleigh, North Carolina, who writes, quote, "After hearing Micro's ad, we made the switch to Pure Talk, and we couldn't be happier. We went from spending $1,200 a year with T-Mobile to $420 with Pure Talk. Thanks, Mike. Switch today!" Exclamation point. Pure Talk is saving James $820 a year. And because he literally wrote the words "switch today" in capital letters with an exclamation point, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this commercial to him. So folks, take it from James in Raleigh, North Carolina. Pure Talk can give you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on the same 5G service the big guys are overcharging you for. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. You'll also save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 to save an additional 50%. Thanks, James.
Oh, it's springtime. Yes, it's springtime. It's the spring and birdies want to sing. Stop playing with your thing time. Oh, the birds are chirping, the buds are popping on the trees. Hey, look in the park, there's some guys with their pants around their knees. They seem to like the breeze. Yes, it's springtime. Oh, it's springtime. Hi, guys. It's a spring by a wedding ring and yoga pants will cling time. Hey, the bees are buzzing, the flowers smell like perfume. And the stretch pant, camel toes, and Walmart all are in bloom. Stand back and give them some room. Yes, it's springtime. Yes, it's springtime. Oh, it's springtime. Springtime is here.
812 on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV. As this issue in Iran keeps going on, they themselves may have done more to help Donald Trump yesterday than inadvertently or without thinking when they executed those wrestlers.
I saw that, yeah.
Public hanging in the street.
Yeah.
Because the outrage from around the world about that has helped a lot of people understand just how evil those people are.
Yep.
And that's one of the most disturbing stories I've seen in a long, long time. But especially from young people who, fellow athletes and others from around the world who saw this really happen. You know, they were just hung in the public square.
Well, they've made several miscalculations when they attacked their neighbors. Their
stupid,
their Arab neighbors. I mean, what was their thinking there? I mean, too.
Let's just pray and hope that this thing is resolved quickly and that things start moving again. So that because I think it's great we've wiped out how many layers of Ayatollah.
Yeah.
And it's tough to drive past the gas station and see 375 up there when it was down.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Close to 2.
I had to fill my tank up yesterday, and it was a shocker. The total.
If this succeeds, it'll all be worth it in the long run. But, man, that story yesterday probably galvanized support to get and the other countries, too, that have been, the NATO people are also wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Get the Strait open, get the flow of oil going again. And I don't know if I can find the clip for this show. We played it on Happy Hour. By the way, this afternoon on Happy Hour, we have Conspiracy Friday. We have two things going on. We delve into conspiracies with Terry Adams and Pamela Dubuque, and then Eddie Bader heads up the Big Snack Commission.
What is? Do you know what the target is today?
I don't. Eddie surprises us on Friday with something that's seasonal, maybe something Easter related. Is the Reese's Easter Bunny as good as the regular cup? You're not going to get this anywhere else.
Do you eat the head first?
What do you bite first? Yeah, those are all very important questions for our times. At a quarter past.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Let me tell you, Spring Breakers, you have hit the jackpot. It's just going to be really, really, really nice for the next few days around here, storm-free. Of course, we're in a drought and we need the rain, but it's spring break. If you want cooler air, go to the beach, believe it or not. 10 degrees cooler down there. For us, sunshine warmer. Our high 78, but Destin's high 68 today because of the cooler water of the Gulf where the water temperature is now at 64. Mostly clear, not as cool tonight. Even the nights are moderating. Overnight low temperature 52. Beautiful first spring weekend with sunshine, 83 tomorrow, 85 Sunday and Monday, mainly sunshine. 80-plus weather all week, an extended string of storm-free dry days. Again, I mentioned the beach is, you shave off about 10 degrees each day with a moderate rip current risk. Right now this morning, clear skies, calm winds. It's 46 at 8:16.
Feeling the pressure of high credit card rates? ASE Credit Union has you covered with a low 1.99% APR on balance transfers. Move your balances in March or April and lock in that 1.99% rate through your October statement. Visit ASE Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you know what day it is?
Today is the first day.
First day of what?
Today's the first day of spring.
The first day of spring?
The first day of spring.
One fine day in spring.
Spring, of course.
Huh? You know, spring. Glorious spring day.
Yep, the sun is shining.
Sun shining, birds chirping.
The sun is shining, birds are singing.
And the yellow haze of pollen is spreading throughout the land.
It's showtime.
It's only 90 minutes away.
That's right.
Our last show of the whole winter. Jay, can you share this screen that I have here?
Well, what's it going to be? What are you playing?
I'm not playing anything.
So yesterday when we played the Silver Alexa,
yes,
NBC got us. And
you're kidding.
Yeah, so can't do that. Copyrighted material, man.
Oh. Interesting. And here I'm thinking, wow, won't it be great to show what we play?
What did they do? Email us?
No, they stopped our video from playing on YouTube for a bit, and in certain parts. So
okay.
Yeah.
So our huge following.
We also got flagged on Facebook for it too.
One day, and I got us in big doo doo.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Now I can't face the crowds outside.
So I mean, if it's fine to play, I'll put it up there. Whatever you got going on.
This is David Blackman's blog.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
And this is just a funny photo.
If I can get it to work. There it is.
See the guy. This looks like a picture at a Klan meeting, right?
Yeah, but
it's actually just a press conference in the country of Qatar. But the guy is standing in front of something that makes it look like he's got a Klan hat on.
It does.
Or he's a cone head. And sure enough, you can compare because right there in the middle, where the cursor is,
right,
those are the actual cone heads.
That's correct.
And we may have a couple of politically oriented morning maroons. In addition to the story we told you about earlier, 2 guys arrested for abusing a woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
What did he ever do to you?
Yeah. And we'll tell you how that happened coming up. I'd like to acknowledge one of our great sponsors, a great friend to not only News Talk 93.1 FM, but to me and Rich on the personal level. Yesterday was the 49th wedding anniversary for Donnie and Holly Turner.
Wow!
And we didn't get a chance to do it on the morning show, but I want to do it here for them. 49 years. And if you know these folks, you know that should not be a surprise to anybody.
Oh, happy
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. For a cheerful toast and fill it, happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it, happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Hold hands, you lovebirds. Remember that from the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Emil Sitka.
No, I don't. I don't remember that from the Three Stooges.
Thank you, Mr. 1978, for the reality check on that.
He's still pretty old, though.
It's an episode with Shemp where he has to get married by 6 o'clock to inherit $500,000.
Right.
And nobody wants to marry Shemp until they find out he's got $500,000 coming, and then all of a sudden all these women show up. But Emil Sitka plays the minister who's trying to marry him and this really homely woman that loves Shemp. And every time he says, "Hold hands, you love birds," he gets clubbed in the head with a bird cage or some stupid thing. And I'm bringing this up for one reason. Emil Sitka, the actor who played the Reverend, that's what it says on his tombstone. Hold hands, you love birds.
Is that right?
So I don't want any criticism from it. Well, what are you referencing? Such an obtuse and obscure thing like a Three Stooges short. Hey.
But he played a lot of bit parts like that, didn't he?
Yes. And he was very funny.
Never heard the name before, ever. I mean,
You said that yesterday about Paul Newman. I mean, come on, you're not that young.
No. I know Paul Newman. That's the guy that made all those salad dressings.
Perfect.
That's what he's known for.
That's right. Yeah, no. I know Paul, but that name I'm not familiar with. Is that his most would that be where he is most well known for? Is
you would
Stooges?
You would know his face from other bit parts that he's done.
Yeah, he was a character. He was in a lot of TV shows in the 50s.
I don't. So tell me his name again so I can Google.
Emil Sitka, Sitka. I'm going to be interested to see the reaction we get here, Rich.
Yeah.
There we go. Emil Sitka.
And people at home will be able to see.
Yeah, no.
How about some random? You don't have it?
It's not ringing a bell at all. That face does nothing. Now I'm going to look at his movies here
You got
and
a bell?
see.
You got a bell there?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of.
Does it show the tombstone?
No, it doesn't show Tombstone, but he was in a bunch of Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was in a lot of Three Stooges.
Yeah, playing different roles, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough Three Stooges to know nope, sorry, not going to work. Sorry. He died in 98.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was
he
around
lived
for a
that
good
long?
bit.
Yeah, he was born in 14.
Yeah.
Which is not something you normally hear somebody say, oh, he was born in 14. No, he was born in 1914, died in 98.
Wow. Lived a nice long life. How about that?
Yes, he did. But most of the Stooges stuff he did was with Shemp.
Now,
Does that sound familiar to you, Jay, if you don't recognize?
I mean, I recognize Three Stooges. We're good there.
Help me. Was Shemp before Curly? Or I get that mixed up sometimes.
Well, actually, yes, in a way. Are you ready for the lecture on the history of the Three Stooges?
Okay, yeah. I've seen it, but I can't remember it.
When they first... when they first started doing vaudeville, 100 years ago, we're talking now.
Yeah.
I just love that there is a war in Iran.
We've gone from the war in Iran.
And this news talk station is about to give you a history of the Three Stooges. I'm not even being sarcastic. I actually love that that's happening. So go ahead. And
right
tell
now,
us.
you can watch me blush on YouTube. Why is my face red?
5 minutes ago, we were talking about people being hanged in Iran. But
I thought people were all about diversity, and that's what we're doing. We're being diverse.
No. I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm serious. I'm absolutely thrilled that you're about to do
I've seen
this.
the documentary, but I can't remember how it went. So tell me, they were in vaudeville.
I don't want to anymore.
All right.
Well, I'm not picking
You guys are
fun
going to
at
have
you.
to coax me in.
I'm actually not picking fun at you on this. I legit am glad that you're doing this. I just think it's so interesting of the flow of the show.
Look at everybody at home. That the logo on Jay's
what?
The Batman logo. I'm looking at.
Oh.
What, this thing?
Yeah, the Batman logo.
Hey, will you get in trouble for that with YouTube for having a copyrighted
Is that copyrighted?
T-shirt?
Yeah. I don't think so. As long as I don't sing the theme song.
That's going to be. Yeah, go ahead. They started in vaudeville.
All right. When they started out in vaudeville, Shemp was the third stooge.
Okay.
But he wanted to be in some film roles, got tired of getting slapped around on stage, so Curly joined him. And
who was related?
Shemp, Curly, and Moe were all brothers.
Okay.
The Horowitzes.
Okay.
All born in New York. Did you know that Curly got shot in the foot stumbling with a gun in his hand when he was a kid?
I did not know this.
And that's one reason why he did all those nimble physical stunts, because he had an odd situation with his foot. So Curly was a heavy drinker. He was a real animal rights guy. I know
He was. I do remember hearing something about how he adopted pets, a lot of them.
When you think Curly, animal rights may not be the first thing that comes to mind, but
Is that what he sounded like when he got shot in the foot?
So he was a dog lover. Anyway, he had started being a very, very heavy drinker, overweight.
Yeah.
And he was always depressed because even though his literally almost bald head was part of the act that made him famous, I've seen pictures of him with his hair grown out.
Yeah.
And he didn't like being in public bald. So he led a very sheltered, depressed life, drank a lot, and had a stroke. First one, you could tell when he started to look limited in the Stooges shorts.
Well,
and then he was too sick to perform. There's Three Stooges, where the three brothers and Larry are all in the same episode.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's called The Lion something. They're on a train.
And Moe's personality was, he was just a very tender, nice person.
And a good businessman.
Yeah.
But nobody in the history of Hollywood got screwed more than they did.
Oh, they didn't get paid hardly any.
Nothing.
From Columbia?
From Columbia.
Yeah.
And those things filled programming on stations across the country when we were kids, and they still get played.
Not only that, think about all the shorts on Saturday afternoon at the movie theater, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, they made like 2,000 an episode for those things when they made them.
Now you're still in the middle of your story. Wiley sent you the clip of the "Hold Hands, You Lovebirds" thing in your email.
Oh, he did.
That's what he just called to tell.
But now what I need to know. Thank you, Wiley.
Well, are we gonna get in trouble?
I don't know. You'd have to share it so that I could put it up there. But yeah.
Oh, it looks like I have our show on. Let me shut off our show. That seems counterproductive.
That's got to look.
All right, I want people to hear this. It's
I got you ready.
All right, this is the scene where Shemp, they're trying to marry him. I need the volume.
Oh, wait, I'm not sharing the right thing.
Here, this one.
There it is.
Now, where's the volume thing? Here we go, down here. All right, to set this up, Shemp's got to get married by 6 p.m.
Yeah.
This homely woman who actually, later in life, after being in this episode and a couple similar, went back to being a middle school teacher in Illinois, in a small town.
Wow.
And you'll recognize her, too, because she did a lot of character acting. Emil Sitka, trying to marry them, says, "Hold hands, you lovebirds." And one of the women that wants to steal Shemp from her hits him over the head with a bird cage.
Justice, please. Please.
Yes, Cindy. Hold hands, you lovebirds.
Oh, look at all that exciting catfight action. And it cuts just when Shemp's going to get his head crushed by a woman who's going to squeeze his skull until he agrees to marry her.
Now back to the war in Iran.
That wasn't nice. That was a shot.
Now back to the war.
That went right through me. Now I'm blushing again. This is the first time in 21 years I've blushed twice in the same show. And believe me, I've done plenty of things to be embarrassed about. Here's traffic.
Well, we are still looking good all over the area. Traffic light to moderate. I-65 and 85 Boulevard's a bit busy. We're not hearing of any issues now in Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. So be safe out there. Enjoy the first day of spring and keep it here for traffic updates.
High school students, Trenton State Community College dual enrollment program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to trentumstate.edu for more information. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
1819 News.
Authorities in Barcelona, Spain say that they have recovered the body of a missing University of Alabama student who was in that country on spring break. James Paul Gracie went missing this past Tuesday and was last seen on security camera footage leaving a club in downtown Barcelona with an unidentified person. Gracie's wallet was found floating in the seawater near Barcelona's waterfront. This prompted a search of the waters in that area in which Gracie's body was then found. Gracie is from the state of Illinois, and his family has flown to Spain in order to be available to police as they continue to work on this case. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Did you know that 70% of people experience a potentially traumatic event in their lifetime, and that 6 out of every 100 adults face PTSD every day? Help us bring hope to these survivors by signing up for your Alabama Distinctive PTSD Awareness license plate today. The great thing is you can sign up no matter when your current plate renews, and the first year is complimentary. All you need is your VIN number on hand. Drive awareness, drive hope, and customize your plate today at atease.org.
A Macon County jury has returned from their deliberations with a guilty verdict against 36-year-old Ibrahim Yazid in the murder of 19-year-old Anaya Blanchard back in 2019. Blanchard was a student at Southern Union in Auburn and was last seen getting into her car at a gas station where Yazid was also seen. Yazid was charged with kidnapping Blanchard from that point and her later dying from a gunshot wound to the head. Her body was found a month later in rural Macon County. 2 Romanian nationals living here in the U.S. have been arrested and charged with running a card skimming operation at stores throughout the Birmingham area. Cosmin Vaduva and Elena Calderesa were arrested in Mississippi. The Birmingham Cyber Fraud Task Force and the U.S. Secret Service worked on this case. The 2 are also wanted in other states for similar operations. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web, or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
Epicure and Jack's Tavern, located at 2060 Downing Street. 5 ice-cold beers, 1 bucket, $13. Anytime. At Epicure and Jack's Tavern, their beer buckets are always available. No happy hour clock required. Come in, relax, and enjoy great food with an even better deal. Epicure and Jack's Tavern. Cold beer, fair prices, no fine print. Come taste what everyone's talking about.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, "Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
The 22nd Annual Autism Crawfish Boil benefiting Easter Seals of Central Alabama is April 11th at Riverwalk Stadium. Proceeds from this fun family event benefit autism programs at Easter Seals of Central Alabama. Enjoy all-you-can-eat crawfish, live music, and even a baseball game. The Autism Crawfish Boil, April 11th at Riverwalk Stadium. Stay and eat or grab them to go. Scan or visit mudbugball.com to purchase tickets and get info on curbside pickup.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
I am Gumby, damn it!
Do it again. I like it.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Now that ABC's pulled the plug on an entire season of The Bachelorette, don't miss their replacement show, Dodged a Bullet. All of the hunky bachelors who had a chance to end up with Taylor Frankie Paul sit around watching the episodes and make comments.
She's gentle and sweet, unless you piss her off.
I'm not supposed to say anything, but I was one of the final guys. Man, glad I dodged that bullet.
Dodged a Bullet, premiering Sunday night on ABC. Then stay tuned for disaster after the final rose.
We played that clip that caused the cancellation of The Bachelor.
Yeah, we sure did.
And where do I have that? It's here. Got the Rockin' Out Parakeet. I had it this morning. The video of the domestic abuse that caused them to cancel the show is here with all the naughty. This woman's a maniac.
Don't forget to share it.
See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do is hurt me. Huh? And you think this is okay? It's not okay. Let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my gosh. Your daughter is right here.
In front of the kid.
Yeah, 5-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
I find it almost impossible to understand how that show got to the point where they produced trailers. It was supposed to premiere tonight, I think.
Yeah, and
nobody knew anything about this?
Pulled the plug on the whole season. Happened in 23.
God.
Hey,
Anyway.
what about Bob Barker?
All right. There's two sides to this. A, you have to consider the era in which this happened. But the New York Post especially, and I like the Post, they've been running a long series. The headline currently says, Price is Right host Bob Barker's filthy dressing room secrets exposed. You may remember some of the models that worked on The Price is Right sued him for harassment and stuff.
I do remember that, yes.
I think at least a couple of those cases were settled or dismissed. One was settled, and that woman ended up almost dying because she got blacklisted for suing him. Nobody wanted to touch her because I don't want to get sued.
Because Bob Barker was considered,
golden. Yeah. Now, I'm assuming this is probably true, but in a way, in that era, you only had 3 networks. We know that Bob Barker was not the only person who was involved sexually with people he worked with in the 50s and 60s before there was an awakening on that issue. And he's been dead since, 2009 or 10?
That sounds about right.
And he did have, at least with the public, even after the first harassment things came out.
Wait, who, Bob Barker?
Bob Barker.
He died in 23.
Oh, just 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was more than
It seems like it was longer than that. Wow.
I mean, I had to Google it because I didn't know, but...
But he's dead. He can't... I don't know what he might say to defend himself. Maybe they were aggressors. Who the hell knows?
They released a statement, I want to say. His representative... Okay, yeah, I'm looking at this now. From Global News. Which, yes, I accept your cookies, you... Representative for Bob Barker speaking out following recent harassment allegations tied The Price is Right. Barker was and is beloved, and people to this day love him. He was part of the fabric of American pop culture. He was the greatest MC in TV history. I am honored.
Yeah.
I was honored to have represented him. So far, not addressed anything. Just pumped him up.
All right.
Was there anything else? Okay.
Point being, he is dead. He can't say anything on his own behalf. And I'm a little bit, I don't know. I'm not saying what he did was right. Please don't mistake what I'm saying for that. It's just not, it seems unfair to be dredging all of this stuff out after he didn't kill anybody. And
wow, okay. So the person that released the statement, that's pretty much all they released was that.
Mm-hmm.
They did not release anything that's
Say
denying
he
it.
He didn't
or
do
that
it.
is,
well, I don't think he would deny it. But he could say, well, they see it that way, but they were willing to be with me, so what am I supposed to do? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you say. Hey, it happens in our business, too. Believe it or not.
It happens
It happens in every business.
Yeah, it does.
It's called life. It's called the birds and the bees.
I'm so naive about it.
And I think there were some women that may have exploited or used, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that,
of course.
To gain something for themselves. It is the oldest profession in the world, is it not? In a way, it's 840.
Rich Thomas Weather brought to you by M&M Outdoors. Book your stay today at MNMCampground.com for relaxation at its best. It's easy to find and hard to leave. M&M Outdoors, your home away from home.
Spring is now 1 hour and 5 minutes away.
I know you're so excited for that, Rich. I know you were so excited. I, for one, this is a day of mourning for me. I am going to miss winter so hard.
Well, this is the morning show. We talk about war. We talk about spring. We talk about the Three Stooges. Bob Barker. We're just bouncing off the walls here. Sunshine, warm-up continues today with a high temperature up to about 78. Subtract 10 degrees down at the beach. They'll be up around 68 in Destin today because of the cooler water of the Gulf of, with Gulf water temperature now at 64. Mostly clear, not as cool tonight, low 52. First beautiful weekend of spring with a high temperature up to about 83 tomorrow. Upper 50s Saturday night. Mid-80s Sunday, Monday, mainly sunshine. 80-plus all week, extended series of storm-free dry days, except cooler down at the beach, as I mentioned, and a moderate rip current risk. So beware spring breakers. Right now, this morning, it is 46 and clear. The last time the airport reported in, here at 8:42.
Here, I was going to hold this up to the camera, but I lost it. Anyway, NewYorkPost.com if you want to look into that Bob Barker story and see a picture of Dapper Bob with the models that ended up suing him.
There's a show on E that's...
Yeah, I think it was a two-part thing.
It's a two-parter, Dirty
Rotten Scandals.
Yes.
I'm not going to watch that. I like documentaries on almost any topic, but I'm just not going to watch that. I don't think it's right when somebody cannot stand up for themselves. When they got Weinstein, he could have tried to make a case to the public, but it was such an overwhelming amount of evidence. What could he say? Now, it's so pathetic. He's sitting in a crap prison with the rest of the inmates after living,
lavish lifestyle.
Very lavishly.
Yeah.
And how quickly things can change. In his case, that might be karma. But at least he can still put a statement out if he so chooses to do.
Well, Bob's rep put a statement out, but it was a horrible statement.
Yeah, right.
He's
a nice guy.
Bob's a really great guy. He was part of America forever.
I was honored to work with him.
That's it. No, hey, these are whatever it is. He wants to. No denying anything.
Is that where we got the Sonny Fox spay and neuter thing from? Was that Bob Barker?
Yeah.
Well, Bob, but the announcer guy.
Roddy,
yes.
Roddy, whatever.
Roddy Piper, yes.
Should we play that moment, that memorable moment?
Roddy.
From our past? I see K-Rod's on the phone. Good morning, sir. Where did he go?
Hey.
What's up?
I just had a funny thought. I want to hear Sonny Fox reminding people to spay and neuter their pets.
All right, let's see if this works. This is the Price is Right closing. Don't forget to go out and get your dog's balls chopped off.
This is
My friends, that is called getting lucky.
Traffic is brought to you by Skipper Pools. Get pool repairs and renovations right now and have the coolest pool year-round. Call Skipper Pools at 356-0237. Skip the rest. Call the best. 356-0237.
The Morning Maroon nominees are coming up, and somebody's going to win a Clark's Club membership.
Well, we hope everybody's having a great day out there. We have not seen any issues anywhere that are going to slow you down. We've had a little bit of busy traffic east and east-south Boulevard, I-65 and 85. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. No issues that we're aware of at the moment. We will keep you updated. McKinnon Toyota has all the specials from Toyota, plus small-town service, and they're family-owned. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Hey there, Alabama. Are you ready to transform your home with style? At Royal Furniture, they've been delivering inspired value since 1946. Whether you're in Prattville, Montgomery, Auburn, Oxford, Gadsden, Athens, Decatur, or Florence, they've got the perfect pieces to make your space shine. Visit them today and discover a wide selection of furniture that fits your lifestyle and budget. Royal Furniture, where quality meets affordability, right here in Alabama. Stop by your nearest location and let them make your home beautiful together.
Alabama weather will never fail to surprise you. Our lawns hardly get a chance to have any downtime. This year, save the hard work and aggravation and call Alabama Lawns, the River Region's leader in weed control and fertilization services. What makes Alabama Lawns the River Region's best? It's the people. They have the experience, education, and commitment to customer satisfaction. Ask your neighbors. Alabama Lawns has been the Montgomery Advertiser's Reader's Choice Award winner 14 years in a row. The Alabama Lawn staff is made up of long-term employees and agronomy graduates, and the staff at Alabama Lawns attend annual continuing education classes. It pays to have someone that knows southern grass types and how to keep them green and flourishing. Call Alabama Lawns today at 272-7171 and let them show you real value in lawn maintenance service. Alabama Lawns, the company with black trucks and green lawns.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now, Morgan Freeman's Springtime Memories.
Daylight Savings Time 2006. Instead of setting my clock ahead an hour, I mistakenly set it behind, which means I showed up to the movie set that day 2 hours late. When I finally got there, the director said, "Where the hell you been?" I smiled, then rammed my fist through his chest, ripped out his still-beating heart, and held it aloft so the rest of the crew could see what happens to anyone that screws with Morgan Freeman.
That was another of Morgan Freeman's Springtime Memories.
Yeah, it's time for the Cheap and Trashy Celebrity Gossip.
Oh, okay. I thought we did that in the 6th. Okay, we're just changing things up. That's fine.
You know what? Oh, my God. It's the same site, but I hit the wrong button. It's time for the Morning Maroons. We don't have time to go back and find the actual theme. My error. I guess I should be one of the nominees, right? We've talked about this a couple of times this morning, but they absolutely have to be a nominee. 2 men in Missouri facing felony charges after they damaged a woolly mammoth at a museum attraction in the Ozarks earlier this month. Brett Howard and Todd Azevedo, they're both in their mid-40s, so they should know better. One of them told the other to grab the tusk of a woolly mammoth fossil and lifted him onto his shoulder so he could reach it. The other guy grabbed the tusk and attempted to hang from it, causing it to shatter and fall to the floor in pieces. The tusk was worth $200,000.
Now, that's the most incredible part of the story.
Yeah.
That's something.
I really don't know that we have anything that can beat that. But we're going to try.
All right.
Right? Where is the... This is the guy hoping to be the next senator from the state of Texas.
Oh,
And-
about beef?
Yeah, his campaign ain't going well because the internet remembers everything, and somebody found this. Oh, that's great. I think that's why we're having such a nice day, because they're eating less meat. And the third nominee, and we've talked about this too, has to be the woman from The Bachelorette. Because they're not going to pay her. The show is not going to run. She's not going to have the fame and fortune because she hid a deep, dark secret. She's a bitch. So those are the three.
Okay, so I'm going to go with The Bachelorette, and I'll tell you why. You got this whole staff of people that are, thought this show was going to go on the air. It's been
Sunday.
pulled.
It's supposed to happen Sunday.
It's been pulled. I mean, you got all these people associated with it, and
Well, part of me, I mean, yeah, sure, her, but
yeah.
Let me throw it to ABC and be like,
yeah, why didn't
you find this?
Exactly.
What?
If anybody's a maroon, it's them, the producers of the show.
How did you not vet this?
Right.
This happened in what year?
2023.
Yeah, not that long ago.
Plenty of time to kind of uncover this sort of thing.
Right.
Don't they ask these people to come up with references or something?
So, I mean, you kind of did that to yourself, ABC.
Yes, they did, and they deserve the honor.
What an imbecile. What an ultra-maroon.
Although I got to admit, the guy hanging off the mammoth tusk.
I hate that too.
You think they may have been consuming alcoholic beverages or something?
No.
I've never once gotten inebriated and thought, let's go to a museum.
That's usually one of the last places you want to go when you're
Never
buzzed.
really a thing of like, hey, it'd be great right now.
Because you can't exactly blend into a museum crowd. When you're buzzed and you're in public, you kind of want to be not sticking out like a sore thumb.
Exactly.
2 weeks from today will be Good Friday. People will probably have already traveled if they're going to celebrate the Easter weekend with family out of town. My recommendation now, while you got time, or even tomorrow, because all 4 Don Duncans are open on Saturday, get the pre-trip checkup. Get the oil changed, the tires rotated, all the fundamental, but get diagnostics done so they can check out the battery. They'll give you a heads up if your brakes are starting to, and that's nice because that can run you a few bucks. But at least if you know you got to do it in a month or two, or 5,000 miles, 10,000 miles, then you can prepare for that expense when you're budgeting. And that heads up, that preventive maintenance is second to nobody. When you need tires, go back to Don Duncan because they carry wholesale price, major name brand tires. They often have overstocks. That's the one thing I miss about our many things about our Predictathons with them is that they always had deals that they could tell us about while they were here. Maybe if Alabama gets deep enough into the basketball finals, we'll do another Predictathon for that.
2:15 today. Right?
In the meantime, you got locations ready to serve you and get you to your job or back to your house, wherever you need to be. Just ask. Just order it up. High atop Mount Duncan, that's the hill behind the McDonald's on Highway 14 in Millbrook. A little further to the east on Cusada, there's another Don Duncan there. That's a great group. Downtown at 408 Madison with Preston and company. And then Doug Mitchell and his team on Bell Road, just north of Vaughan. Look for Don Duncan All American Auto and Tire on Facebook and join the VIP Club. It's 8:53.
Well, we hope everybody's having a great day out there. We have not seen any issues anywhere that are going to slow you down. We've had a little bit of busy traffic east and east-south Boulevard, I-65 and 85. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. No issues that we're aware of at the moment. We will keep you updated. McKinnon Toyota has all the specials from Toyota, plus small town service, and they're family owned. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
You can't control interest rates. You can't control housing inventory. And you definitely can't control what the national news decides to panic about this week. But here's what you can control. You control your timing. You decide when it's the right time to buy, when it makes sense to refinance, and when to tap into your equity to renovate, invest, or consolidate debt and free up monthly cash flow. Real estate decisions aren't one size fits all, and they shouldn't be driven by headlines or social media noise. They should be based on your goals, your finances, and your life. The smartest moves happen when you focus on what you can control and work with someone who helps you see the full picture. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, what was that?
I'm not sure.
Electricity. It can be a little scary. Fortunately, the folks at Crosby Electric are experts, providing complete electrical services and keeping River Region homes and businesses safe since 1967.
I hate lightning.
Crosby Electric offers whole house surge protection to protect you and your possessions.
What I hate is being without electricity.
You never have to be. Crosby is an authorized generator dealer, sales, installation, and service.
Okay, our yard is dark.
Crosby does landscaping lighting for beauty and safety, as well as security lighting for all of your property.
Am I crazy, or did that light just flicker?
I'd say both.
And Crosby offers unique technology that pinpoints electrical problems even inside your walls.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
Sleep well tonight with no electrical worries. Visit crosbyelectric.com or call 272-2085. That's 272-2085.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift.
Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home, this could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
Hi, folks. This is Rick Clark with Clark Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. I'd like to take just a minute to talk to you about our experience with Blue Water Broadcasting. One of the hot topics in our staff meetings is spending advertising dollars. If your company or firm is anything like Clark Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, those dollars are limited, so you have to spend them wisely. That's why we choose Blue Water Broadcasting. Our marketing analysis has proven consistently that spending advertising dollars with Blue Water Broadcasting has contributed significantly to our bottom line. And for that, Clark Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing is truly grateful. So, if you want to spend your advertising dollars wisely, choose Blue Water Broadcasting and see the difference.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
All right, let's do we do the grand prize drawing to give away a Clark's Club membership.
No, we have not done that.
How many numbers?
Oh, well, you're getting that ready. Let's do a stand-up, stand-up.
Okay, let me share the screen.
We may only have time to do a stand-up, stand-in, given we have spent our time so wisely on the Three Stooges and Bob Barker this last hour. But here's Bob Barker talking about spring.
It's not always winter. There's spring. People love spring. That's a fun day. What a lie spring is, right?
Can be.
I spend the entire spring waiting for it to be spring, right? You're like, is it spring? No, it's snowing. Next day, is it spring? No, it's 90 degrees. I guess we missed those tiny white flowers.
And our other comic is Mark Normand. This from a Netflix special coming up in 2026.
My friend's a good-looking guy. The ladies love him. I'm telling you, my friend's a hunk. He's on OnlyFans. He's a guy naked on OnlyFans, and he's always complaining. Men make no money. Women are making millions. What happened to equality? I'm like, dude, nobody's going to pay to see a guy naked. It's a bummer. Like, if a guy flashes a woman on the bus, she's like, this is terrifying. Woman flashes me on the bus, I'm like, I would have paid for that. I know women who are into men who are like, I'd rather see a woman naked than a guy. That's when I thought, damn, OnlyFans for men? That's our WNBA.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of real talent out there and nobody cares. The only thing women want to see less than a naked guy is women playing basketball. You're not watching, ladies. You know the WNBA is on strike? I made that up. All right.
Actually, I thought both of them were really good.
Yeah, they were.
We'll call it a draw.
People are making $100,000 a month on that.
In our final 46 seconds, 46 minutes away from the start of spring, who is our Clark's Club winner?
Cranky.
Number 19.
The Frankenstein Monster?
Yeah, he's called a lot this week, so yeah.
Way to go. That it pays to participate in this show. So
It's not as cranky.
thank you, Cranky. And you'll be the newest member of the Clark's Club. That's 2 annual tune-ups, guaranteed priority service, discount on parts and labor, and your energy bills should decline because everything will be left running efficiently by Clark's. 277-2125. You can also visit clarkcomfort.com. Their Alabama certification number is 09098. Alabama Unfiltered is next. Young Joey at noon, and I'll see you at 3 after Joey.